So I want to continue that about what you were saying about Taylor Lewan, because he's actually one of the most fiery guys for an offensive lineman we've seen in the NFL, both on and off the field. We've seen him in the stands a lot of the time with hockey games and college football with some of the Titans teammates. One of the most fiery guys you'll ever see. Was he like that when you met with him? And what are some of the other things that were unique about that kind of experience that you had with Lewan?
So, it was kind of funny. So he's a very down to earth dude. Like if you never knew who he was, and you just talked to him, you'd think he was just an average dude. But he's not, being the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. And when I was talking to him and I told him that he was my favorite NFL player, he just got super geeked out over that. He's like, dude, I've had no one tell me that I was their favorite offensive lineman or favorite NFL player. And, having that was pretty cool.
Well, at least at least your favorite, or your favorite player in the NFL was actually nice to you. My favorite player in the NFL, when I met him, well, he was in the NFL, Darrelle Revis. He shook my hand and practically said hello and walked away from me. So at least in conversation, you had a good conversation with your favorite player, and he actually gave you good advice, and you actually have good conversations. Darrelle Revis pretty much gave me a cold shoulder. So unfortunately, I don't have as much luck as you do. Before we get into our outlandish questions and really just have a little bit of fun with you, when you look at the game and how it's transitioned, really the offensive line, and we talk about the offensive line and the defensive line, especially in the NFL, is built in the trenches. Everything, when you talk about championship competitive teams, it's built in the trenches. You need a pass rush to get to the quarterback, and you need an offensive line that can protect the quarterback. When you look at your style of game, going into college football and really learning from a guy like Jim Harbaugh, an offensive mind coach, is there anything that stands out to you from high school and now going to college in 2022 that you can compare and contrast your game as you move forward, moving up in divisions, but I call it divisions from high school to college to the NFL? Is there anything that stands out to you that you need to know or need to learn moving forward going to college?
Really, one thing that Coach Warner has told me up to this point is just to keep working on everything. And what that means is, well, the game's going to get faster. The game is constantly getting faster at all levels, and the speed of the game, like at college, wasn't the same as it was, 10 years ago. So it's progressively adapting and getting faster. So I need to work on my quickness and being more athletic with that. And of course, there's a different mindset coming into college. And so I don't need to work on having a strong mind because I have a strong mind. I need to work on a little bit of that independence and making sure that coming into college that I can do my thing, whether someone tells me to do it or not.
Very interesting. Very interesting. We are talking to Michigan recruit offensive tackle Connor Jones. Go ahead, Speedy.
All right, last question for me. Your favorite game you ever played in, the craziest game you ever played in, and have you ever been involved in any kind of like a trick play, whether you were lined up as a running back or lined up as an offensive receiver, like you saw with the Titans in the AFC Championship game with Dennis Kelly catching a touchdown? Were you ever involved in anything like that? And if so, what was it?
As far as trick plays with me involved with them, I wasn't, just because I don't wear an eligible number. But if you see a different number on me next season, there's a chance that I'm gonna go out for a pass and catch a one-hander in the end zone and celebrate with my team. But the craziest game I've been through was state my freshman year. That was pretty crazy. So Pueblo East, they pretty much threw two different trick plays at me at the team, but we got down at half and had to come back. And as soon as we started coming back, they threw another trick play at us. And just seeing how the coaches were reacting to that, seeing how the players were reacting to that, staying calm, making the plays, it was crazy to me.
All right. So, Connor, this is what we're going to do. And We do this with all the recruits. I'm going to ask you 3 silly questions, okay? And then
Okay.
we're going to let you ask us whatever question you want. It could be silly, it could be crazy, it could be about our lives, whatever you want. We're going to give you 3 questions. You're going to interview us. So we're going to go back and forth. I'm going to ask you 3 silly questions, and then you're going to ask us whatever you want. All right?
Okay.
Ready? All right. First question. All right. So boxers or briefs, and why?
Boxers.
Why is that?
That's all I've known my whole life is boxers.
So wait a second. So you'd rather give air to your 2 fellows over there. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me get you straight. You're a big guy. How tall are you?
6'7".
You're 6'7", about almost 300 pounds, right? 280 pounds, 270 pounds. Okay. So you're 280, 270 pounds. You're 6'7", brutally strong, and you're putting on the pads, and you'd rather wear boxer shorts than boxer briefs that'll keep it tight around, give you some leeway with those pads on. Is that what you're saying?
I would, when it comes to football, boxer briefs.
All right. I'm just asking because, when I was a kid and I played football, our cups weren't like boxer briefs where they look like cups and you put them around. We had to wear these jock straps. Okay. You had to wear some people would wear just the jock straps. They wouldn't even wear underwear under them. They would be butt ass naked. Okay. Because, if you're wearing boxer shorts, like you were saying, it'll creep up your butt and you'd be sticking your hands down your pants at the line of scrimmage. Okay. I don't, that's not something that I didn't like. So, I was a hockey player, so I would practically wear my jock strap with nothing under it. So I ask you these questions because you guys are very lucky now with the new end of different style of underwear and stuff that they have now, and the new different pads that they have. It's a little bit better. So that's a good answer. I mean, I want to protect my fellas too. My second question, favorite snack to eat before a game and why?
So I have 2. One of them, it gets catered to the school pretty much every game, and it's Jimmy John's turkey and bacon sandwiches. And then my second one, me and my friend, he's our free safety. His name is Anthony Costanzo. Him and I will go to McDonald's and get breakfast.
Anthony Costanza. All right. So you like what kind of sandwiches do you like? What was that?
So Jimmy John's is the turkey with bacon. And then McDonald's, it's 2 McGriddles with a sweet tea.
Jimmy John. So how many sandwiches could you eat with the Jimmy Johns?
I haven't tested it yet. But
so if I put you against Speedy over here, this guy, you want to talk about a person that can eat? You see how skinny that kid is? He's 150 pounds soaking wet. That kid can scarf down practically. I've never seen anybody scarf down food as fast as he can. Okay. If I put you in a sandwich contest, I gave you 10 sandwiches. Okay. Who do you think would win in that contest? You or him?
I would have to say me, because part of being an offensive lineman is being able to eat.
I would have to bet you on that. I would bet you $100. I think we need to have this competition. I think we might do that on live radio, on a live video. We will set up. I will pay for it. Okay. You will get the sandwiches. You'll make your sandwiches. Speedy will make his sandwiches. We're going to get you on next. We're going to get you on when the season starts in 2021, because you have 1 more year of high school, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to make a bet. I'll bet you $100. Okay. I'll bet you $100 that this kid right over here that can scarf down 10 sandwiches quicker than you can for $100. Now, if you lose, okay. Now, if you lose before your football game, how about this? Before a football game, you have to do something crazy. I don't know what. Speedy, what if? And you have to tape it. You have to record it, and you got to send it to us, and we're gonna post it on our social media. Speedy, what can we do for him if you beat him in a sandwich eating contest?
All right. So whatever sandwiches he does not finish, he has to like splat in his face like you would with a pie or something.
That's terrible, Speedy.
Really?
It's fun. It's gotta be on social media. I know what you're gonna say. I know what you got to do. Down. If you lose this bet, you got to write on your ass cheeks. Okay. I love Michigan State football, and take a picture of it and send it on social media. And I'm going to use that, and I'm going to send that out all over my social medias, and I'm going to introduce you. I'm going to introduce you as Connor Jones, the Michigan State man.
I will say I am 17, still a minor, so I don't think that's legal.
18. You'll be 18 when you can do that. So I know you're trying. Okay, you don't have to put it to your. You have to write it on your. You got to write it on your chest. I love Michigan State football. You got to write it on your chest. I love Michigan State football, and you got to send us the picture on social media, and we're gonna send it all over social media. And I'm gonna say that's Connor Jones. What do you think about that? Is that a bet?
I don't think my coaches would like that too much, honestly.
I know they wouldn't. I know they wouldn't. But if you're so sure about this, no, look at him. Look at him. He's like 100 and nothing. You're 6'7", 6'8", 280 pounds, and I'm sure you can scarf down a sandwich pretty fast. That kid right there can scarf down 10 sandwiches faster than you, and I'm willing to bet you $100. How about this? I bet you $200.
Well, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just like a speed eating like national champion?
No, he's
Is that your secret?
No, he's not a national champion, but I've never seen a person eat as fast as this kid. I'm serious. He is unbelievable. I've seen him scarf down a hamburger in like a minute. Okay, this kid can scarf down. No. Yes, dude. I've seen you. If you don't think you can win, then you don't have anything to worry about. I know you're going to win. Okay, so I'm going to bet you $250. $250. Okay, next year we're going to get you on live radio. You're going to set up your sandwiches, 10 sandwiches. We got to see them. It's got to be on video. And Speedy's going to have his sandwiches. And we're going to set them up, and I'm going to say go. And whoever finishes those sandwiches first, if you lose, you got to write on your chest, I love Michigan State football. Michigan State football, Spartans football. And if Speedy wins, if Speedy loses, I am going to Venmo you $250. Is that a deal? Come on, man. Put your money where your mouth is.
I think I am doing that right now, honestly.
All right. So there you go. So you make the bet. Is that a bet?
No, I didn't say that.
Would you rather?
I don't know. I don't know Speedy that well, so I don't think that's smart for me to make that bet.
He's 150 pounds. He is 150 pounds, soaking wet.
Yeah, but he could have a freakishly high metabolism.
That's true. That's true that he does. But I still think you have a better chance of beating him than he does at you.